Hello everyone, welcome here. Today we are going to start with the chapter Knowing Our Numbers. So this is all about recall of what you have already done in grade 5 and some more extension to it. So let's begin. First of all, let us notice what all the other subtopics that we'll cover under this. So we'll begin with first the introduction, then what do you understand and how to compare different numbers, ascending and the descending order of the number. Then we have large numbers. After that we'll do some use of brackets using a certain rule. And finally we'll start with Roman numerals. So let us begin. So when you look at the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on, we can see that we can count these numbers. These are actually the numbers, right? And these counting numbers are also called as natural numbers. So we can count the objects in various number. If any set of object is kept in front of you, you can count how many of them are there. Also, some numbers may be greater and some numbers may be smaller. So obviously when we begin with comparison of number, we need at least two numbers, right? One of which may be greater and the another one will be the smaller one. Also, let's take an example like 1, 2, 500, 7000. From all these numbers, you can notice easily that the number 1 is the smallest and the number 7000 is the largest. So, minimum two numbers are required for comparison of numbers. Obviously, next is the natural numbers. Now, what do you understand by natural numbers? Now, as you see, if you count any numbers, the counting will start from the number 1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, they all are the numbers in which you can start counting, and these counting numbers are only called as natural numbers. So we can say the numbers which can be used for counting and ordering is known as natural numbers. For example, the number starting from 1. So in general, if we want to define a natural number, we can say it is a collection of numbers which starts from 1 and continues till infinity. Now in the same cue, the next is comparison of different numbers. Now how can we compare two given numbers? So we know there are certain symbols used for them, like one is greater than or more than. For this we use the symbol of greater than. Also we use smaller than or less than symbol. When two numbers are equal, we use the is equal to sign, and when they are not equal to, we use the symbol equal to with a cross over it, and this is the symbol for not equal to. These four symbols we usually use to compare different numbers. So let us see how we can compare different numbers. Like if in a row some numbers are given to you, and we need to find which is the greatest and which is the smallest of all of them. So how we can compare? Just see, you can see 5 numbers here in this row. Now which one of them is the smallest? By looking at this, you can say that the number 124 is the smallest number. And which number is the greatest number? You can find here that the number 12,002 is the greatest number. Now, very simple way how you choose this thing or how you got this thing. By just looking at how many digits are there in a number. This is a 4-digit number. This is also a 4-digit number. This is also a 4-digit number. Next is a 5-digit number, and next is a 3-digit number. So obviously when you compare a 3-digit number, a 4-digit number and a 5-digit number, 3-digit number should be the smallest and 5-digit number should be the greatest of them. Now there are certain conditions given to it which we will also deal in the later segments. Let's do one more example here. Now in this example you can find out which is the smallest number and which is the greatest one. This is a 4-digit number, a 5-digit number, a 5-digit number, and again a 5-digit number. Now how we can compare? We can easily find from this that the number 6895 is the smallest because it has 4 digits. But now from the remaining numbers, all containing 5 digits, how can we find which is the greatest of all? By looking at the number, we can see that the number 25,210 is the greatest one. Now let me see Let me tell you one thing. This number will be read out as 23,787. This will be 24,569 and this will be 25,210. So obviously if we compare 23,000, 24,000 and 25,000, the number 25,000 something will be the greatest among all these given numbers. So this way also you can find out which is the greater and which is the smaller number. Now, number with the less number of digits is smaller and the number with more number of digits will be greater. This law or this rule we have applied to the first example here, right? So in this way also you can do comparison of numbers. Let's move on to the next segment where we have to compare numbers which are same at hundreds place. For example, if two numbers are given 4832 and 2820. Now both these numbers are having the same digit at hundreds place. So how we can compare them? Now looking at these two numbers, we noticed that this is 4000 and this is 2000. Both the numbers, both the digits at the thousands place, on comparing them, we find that 4 is greater than 2. So directly we can say here that out of these two numbers, 4,832 will be greater than 2,820. Now suppose in the same question, if the 1000 digit is also same, like if this is 4 and suppose this is also 4, that means if the new number is 4820 and this is 4832, then which of them is bigger? So here we notice again that 4 and 4 are same, the thousands place is same, the digit on the hundreds place is also same. Then we further move on to the right hand side and we found that digit on the tens place, 3 and 2, they are different. And when we compare 3 and 2, we find that 3 is greater than 2. That means the number which is on the left hand side will be greater as compared to the digit on the right hand side. So in this way we can compare various numbers if the first 2 or 3 or 4 digits of a number are even same.